would you get a load of this place? Imagine how many credits flow through these doors.
I can see why this location was chosen for a resort. Very nice.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing, actually. Enhance. Yeah, no need to get any surgery just yet. I imagine this is the front door, yes? Ooh. Checking in. Yeah, this feels pretty well established. I don't think they're going to go for the usual.
I cannot recall ever having the time, let alone the funds, for a vacation someplace like this.
Nah, we're not here for a vacation. We're here for a job, remember? Although it's going to be a difficult one. I guess I'll see you up there, Andreja? Sure. The executive floor. Are they just going to let me walk around the executive floor? So I imagine reception might let me in. I doubt I can just go.
Excuse me, you can't just waltz in there. Do you have an appointment?
I kinda do. You have a ship in orbit, and I'm here to help.
Oh, you're the one they're waiting for then. Do you need anything else from me before you meet with the board?
Yeah, what can you tell me about the board?
What I could tell you would get me in a lot of trouble.
Sure.
Most of them are typical C-level execs. I doubt you even need to use your imagination for that. The ones that show up to work day to day, at least. I swear, I've never even met some of them, because they chill at their own private, secluded beach homes all the time. Anyway,
Yeah, work from home.
be smart around Oliver. He's got a way of getting what he wants without you realizing it. And that's all I'll say.
Oh, a silver-tongued devil then. And what were everyone's thoughts when the Constant showed up?
People were a little freaked out around here, understandably. It looks so different and it's so massive. We honestly thought we were under attack by an unknown entity. But then, nothing happened. It just stayed there. No one could communicate with it, and we've been very careful not to alert the resort guests. The board believed it would be bad for business.
Yeah, no extra questions asked, that you have to answer that sort of thing. And what's it like working for Paradiso?
I can't speak for anyone else, but I've got a pretty high-pressure job working as the executive assistant to the Paradiso board.
Sure.
You can imagine, dealing with a team of execs, trying to manage all of their schedules and their other whims. But it pays well, and they give me a nice executive suite at the hotel to live in. So, it's not all bad. Free access to all the resort's amenities after work helps too.
Perks of the job. All right, I'm ready to go into the boardroom.
Sure. Have fun in the Shark Tank. And don't worry, even they call it that.
No, I understand. I would call it that too. All right, negotiate with Oliver. And there is Oliver. I'm gonna step just outside security, don't mind me. Popping pills in the elevator, what has my life become?
I just feel that we should be focusing on the natural beauty of this planet, not our amenities.
There are millions of planets out there. People can go to any one of them. The resort facilities are precisely what we bring to the table.
I can see that.
The
Oliver?
only thing we've really
Loads
got
more
to
interesting
offer.
things to do outside. No need to mill about in here.
All right, so you operate this resort outside the settled systems, don't you?
Not quite. We just don't answer to the Freestar Collective or the United Colonies. Makes things easier. We don't pay any taxes. We don't need to follow their laws. All the benefits, none of the drawbacks. And no one minds because half the politicians and other big shots love vacationing here. Works for everyone.
Sure, and what can you tell me about this place?
We, the Paradiso Group, bought the rights to this planet years ago with the intent of turning it into the biggest and best resort in the universe. To that end, I'd say we've succeeded. As
Yeah,
such,
looks like
no other leisure enterprises may operate on the planet without renting land from us. But as you can see, none can afford such a deal.
So you lease, but your prices are exorbitant. Are there really only 3 board members?
No, of course not. There's several more. We're just the ones who show up day to day.
Gotcha.
The others spend their time lazing on the beach or gallivanting off-world. Doesn't bother me, though. Less cooks in the kitchen means I get to make all the big decisions around here. Seems to be working out for us just fine.
Well, working out for you, and I understand you're the man I need to talk to about that ship in orbit?
I am. And you must be the diplomat Jiro told me about. Welcome, welcome. Normally I'd offer you an all-inclusive stay at our resort before we spoke, but given the circumstances, I'm gonna cut to the chase. We've got our friends, the aliens up there causing all sorts of problems for our resort. You like that?
What problems,
Marketing
though?
Came up with it. The thought is, if we can't get rid of them, it might actually attract more tourism. Come see the aliens!
All right, and why is this problem so urgent?
We run a premier resort getaway here. We can't have our guests concocting stories about some budgy old ship hanging around up there. As it is, we've had to reroute our luxury liners round the other side of the planet on entry so no one sees it. It's bad for business. We need to nip this in the bud and take care of it before the tourists catch on and cause a scene.
Sure. People are never gonna fall for that, though.
You'd be surprised what people fall for. Locally sourced island fruit essences, for instance. It's just the same old fruits brought over from Earth ages ago, but we get nearly 10 times a market for them. But you're
True
right.
business, man.
No one's gonna buy aliens. Remind me to fire the marketing team.
Will
So
do.
tell me, what's the actual deal with this massive eyesore of a ship, besides scaring people away?
So it's a generation ship full of colonists from Earth here after a 200-year journey.
Well, that's something. Shame we can't just tell them kindly to bugger off. Something tells me that's not going to work. Now, tell me, what are we going to do about it? Give me some proposals, people. I need something to work with here.
We could offer to resettle them here. There's more than enough space.
They could stay here, temporarily, but it'll cost them. Quite a bit, too. They'd need to work off all their debts before being allowed to leave.
Indentured servitude?
Maybe not. What if we help them get out of here? Outfit their ship with a grab drive so they can find a new home.
See, I thought that
We could
too.
even lend our engineers to help and give their captain an updated star map. What do you think?
Sounds costly. We can't absorb that cost, and it's unlikely they
Really?
even have compatible currency, let alone enough for the transaction. Someone else would have to foot the bill.
How much money
I
do
swear
you
this
all
would be
make,
a lot
honestly?
easier if they cease to exist entirely. Anyway, Seema's got the right idea. Either works for me. Just tell me what you want to do.
Yeah, so they can live here, but they'd be indentured servants?
Oh, I didn't say that specifically. This would be a mutual contract for room and board in exchange for services rendered. Of course, there's no telling how long this arrangement will last, given the substantial costs we'd need to take on in order to accommodate them here, including their continued room and board. But this may save the resort on operating costs in the long term, as we'd be able to let go of some of our current paid staff.
And are you suggesting I destroy them?
No, I'm not suggesting anything. Other than it would make our lives so much easier if that ship ceased existing. Make of that what you will.
All right, and they can't settle on the other side of the planet?
We own this planet, they don't. Here at Paradiso, we don't like leaving things to chance. Who knows what these people will do with their land? Imagine the landscaping disasters they might come up with. And how that might mar the satellite imagery of the planet in our brochures. No, much better to assimilate them into our culture if they come here to live, rather than leave it to chance.
Yeah, these are human beings, and you're worried about landscaping? That's absurd.
Well, absurd or not, that's our official stance. I make the decisions that are best for our entire group. You don't.
And we can't let another authority handle this.
We operate outside of the Free Stars only, you see, partially because we don't want anyone else meddling in our affairs. And we'd rather not draw attention to it. As I've mentioned, it could be bad for business. We'd much rather settle this independently.
And I would have to buy the grav drive.
It's not our responsibility to bear the brunt of that cost. We're being more than generous by offering the use of our engineering team to help install it. A custom grav drive can't come cheap, and I assume they have neither the monetary means nor the connections to get a hold of that kind of technology. That leaves the only other party in this negotiation. You.
And the thing is, I actually haven't made up my mind. Let's see what kind of options there are.
And which proposal will you be taking to the good captain? I assume there's a captain?
Yeah, there's a captain. But there's one little issue. They stake claim on this planet. I know it's absurd. You'll probably think so. But they say it is their planet, not yours.
They'd be hard-pressed to defend their claim in any courts. Our charter goes back years. It was registered with both the UC and Free Star Collective, per the Centaurus Proclamation. We may be outside the settled systems, but that charter's official as can be. I'm sorry, but you're going to need to be the one to break the news to them that they need to make a compromise or leave. Guess we're tabling it for now. Let's circle back around ASAP, though.
Sure, Oliver. All right, so Oliver mentioned a charter. And the charter goes back to the UC. But if that ship left before the UC was founded, surely they would have record of it, would they not? All right, so on Jemison, just for shiggles, I'm looking at either the Freestar Embassy or the Armistice Archive. The archives might have a list of ships that were launched and when, and if a claim was inherent with that ship launching to that planet, we might be in luck, but I'm not exactly sure if this is the right thing to do or not. But he almost let the cat out of the bag, as it were, saying that, you know, the UC keeps the charters, and that's what he's going by. Secure area, eh? So we can't get into the archives without a little bit of something. Excuse me, guard.
Not supposed to be talking to you.
And let me guess, I'm not supposed to be going in here. Right? Okay. So the Freestar Collective, House Varun, and United Colonies have archives. Contact the Mass Public Relations Desk. Well, where exactly is the Mass Public Relations Desk? So one would assume the Mass Public Relations Desk is at the Mass Building, eh? Although that UC commander with the Vanguard was in here.
If we can avoid entering that building, I would prefer it. Let us just say I am allergic to bureaucracy.
Well, Andreja, right now bureaucracy is the name of the game.
Heard you've
Hello.
been making the settled systems safer. It's not much, but take this.
Hey.
Welcome to Mast. If you have an appointment, you may proceed inside.
Oh yeah, of course I have a yeah. What is this place?
This is Mast, the beating heart of the United Colonies. Every decision made in the civilized galaxy takes place inside these walls.
That's all I need to know. And 1,800 credits. All right, I'm gonna go on upstairs now. I do have an appointment and all that stuff. All right, the Office of Interstellar Affairs next to a treadmill.
You didn't hear this from me, but those ecliptic mercenaries, the factions use them sometimes. Freestar Collective and UC both. It's why they give them a wide berth. Ask me, those murdering assholes should be blasted into space dust.
Well, I'm doing my part. Well, just outside the boardroom has a nice view. Yeah, I would hate to fall from a height such as this. Shame we can't find a dang library from up here. You know, New Atlantis might not have anything. But let's go to the source of the issue, shall we? Let's get back to the Constant and see if they have something on board their ship that can help me out. Hi, Constant. Me again. Let's head up to the command deck. We'll speak to the captain first and see if there is sort of a writ of ownership or perhaps a mission statement, just something from the powers that be that says they have claim on the planet below.
The Constant is a peaceful
We didn't
ship.
believe anyone would be
Don't
out here,
change that.
but I'm glad for it.
All right,
Until
nothing
next
from
time.
the captain as far as a writ or mission statement or something of that nature. Oh, the captain's bridge computer. Is this bad if I take a look in here and see if I can get your mission statement? All right, captain's bridge computer messages. Engineering malfunction. Got the situation under control. Well, crap. Nothing about claiming the planet. What to do? Remain here and keep waiting. Whoever or whatever they are, they're bound to attempt a docking procedure. When it occurs, we should be careful but welcoming. We'll get through this. Urgent message from the captain. Aliens not hostile. Out of strawberries. Out of freeze-dried strawberries. Now that is a shame. Sorry, Daisuke. Test results. More vitamin D. Half pill should be sufficient. Lorelei. Well, crap. All right, urgent actions. No urgent actions in queue. All right.
I never had the patience for computer systems.
All right, if Diana had a mission statement, would it be in her quarters? Just zero wire. I looked through here earlier. but I did not see anything like a charter or anything official. Alright, fine. Tell you what we'll do. Since nothing was in there that I saw, let's try to go to the school. Because the Keeper of Lore, or whatever the title of the teacher was, she knows the history. She might have some sort of an idea of the mission of the ship. Perhaps any claims that might have come with it. I'm just stretching here. Say, Teach, do you happen to know anything about the mission that you're currently on?
Be a part of my
No,
life.
nothing new.
I hope you.
So I'm thinking, there's the captain's uniform there. If I was to go back and say I was just, testing you, I'm actually the captain and here's what I want, we wouldn't have to negotiate. Let's see if we can just...
I suppose that is ours now.
Yes,
Eh?
indeed. And you keep quiet. Yeah, the trip back to the ship, the docking bay, was a lot quicker than last time. Kind of have a feel of what's going on here. All right, casual wear off, ECS captain's uniform on. Let's head down to Paradiso. All right, so about that
And you've
colony
made your
ship.
decision. We can help them resettle here and work off their debt, or we can outfit their ship with a grav drive at your own personal expense.
I'll convince them to take the settlement.
Right. Assuming they agree to the terms, I've got a list of resources you'll need to gather and bring back so we can support the new arrivals. We'll need to improve our lodging and infrastructure, plus account for future projects to support an increased population. Don't care how you procure them, just make sure to bring them here with you before we can consider this a done deal.
This is not the best life they could lead, surely. But I suppose it is better than dying on a failing ship or running out of resources.
Right.
Right. On behalf of the Paradiso Group, we appreciate your help.
All right, back to the captain then. And, yeah, it's going to be awkward if we show up wearing her uniform, so we'll take that off. All right, up to the bridge once more to deliver the news. I'm hoping that they'll be amenable to the demands. And if they need resources, I'll get those for them. That's really no big deal. I'm not expecting them to go out into the wild black yonder and accumulate all the stuff.
Stay out of trouble.
Hey, Captain.
No matter the outcome, I won't let my crew down.
I'm back with news.
What's the good word?
Well, it's not good. They're willing to let you settle, but you need to work off a debt.
That doesn't sound so bad. My crew will need to get used to working for a living anyway.
Sure.
This seems agreeable. Is that all?
They need more resources in order to take you in. Can you spare
I'm not
any?
sure what we can spare.
Are you sure you don't have anything to spare? I'm doing this all for you.
I'm thinking. Perhaps there are resources in storage we can scrounge up or recycle.
Sounds good. I'm glad you're willing to see things from my point of view.
I'm not an unreasonable person, you know. Tell you what, talk to Daisuke, and he'll get you what we can spare. If you succeed, we'll see about finding some other ways to repay you as well. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. All right.
Don't forget to tell of us in your travels.
For sure. Off to Daisuke. That worked out well. So lithium, iron, sealant, and fiber.
Because our equipment's...
Yeah, we could pick up all of those fairly easily, I'm not going to lie. But while I'm still on pills. All right, Daisuke, have a proposal for you, good
We've
sir.
had to do our fair share of recycling on the Constant. Not
Yeah,
exactly
you
a
can
lot of
help me with
places to
resources, can't you?
Oh yeah, she sent me a message. I have everything for you right here. It's all we can spare, so I sure hope you come through for us.
Hey, no worries. A
Need
little
anything
bit's
else?
good enough for me. So 15 fiber, and we've got sealant and iron. So we need 80 more iron, whatnot. Oh, we're updating. Thanks,
care.
Daisuke. Andreja.
Yes?
Yep, I need you to
I
give you
am
these
always
resources.
willing to carry an extra weapon. Or 2. Or 3.
No worries. Awesome, thanks. Now I'm gonna have to grab those from you so we can, update our lists and make sure that we're all set. But let's get back to the Mantis ship Indeed. All right, so just for shiggles, let's get up. Yeah, and we have all of these resources here in the cargo bay as it is. Let's pull all of the ones from Andrea off so we can get like a good accurate count. Andrea, where did you go? Here she comes. Fashionably late as always. All right, Andrea, I need those resources back.
Yes.
So gathering what I had on the ship, we're only 5 fibers short. We've got the iron back at the base, no worries there, and we need 6 lithium on top of that. So let's set a course back to Saka Park and see if I have any of this stuff in storage. Aha, 6 lithium, ready to go. However, we do not have the fiber in here, which is interesting indeed. We're going to have to possibly buy some more fiber, and we'll grab 49 iron, and that should be everything we need there. All right, so just 5 fiber. Outstanding. Oh, hello, little one. Our Centiskull filter gives us fiber. No, we don't need to build an outpost. Sorry for you, buddy.
I hope wherever you store that, the smell will not be an issue.
There we go, a lot of Centiskull filters right next to that egg-back herbivore. So we should be able to get our fiber here quickly.
Is that for selling later or personal use?
No, Andrea, stay with me. We're giving these resources to the humans.
Ah, hello.
Right, give me what you got.
I have never
Don't
been
run
one
away
to shy
from me.
away from shouldering
You
my
got
share
resources
of a
for
heavy
me. All right, resources acquired. We got to speak with Captain Breckenridge, and I am certainly glad that her crew was able to chip in and do some of the work for sure. Hey, Constant, did you get your radios fixed yet, eh? Nope, not even trying it. All right, we'll be docking up shortly, taking these goods to the captain, and then we'll see where this ends up. Hopefully the people of Paradiso are not going to go back on their word, especially since these folks are bringing their own goods. Like, what more could you want from them, right? All right, usually you'll be wary of ships bringing gifts, but I'm here bringing lots of gifts. Yes, the command bay is where we're going. I'm starting to get a feel of how to get around the Constant, and I'm wondering what's going to happen to the Constant once they set down. Will this become like their housing? Does this thing unfold into a sustainable colony? Oh, yeah, passed up the captain. Sorry.
Just because our equipment's old doesn't mean it won't work to take down trouble.
Captain, sorry to wake
We
you.
didn't believe anyone
Big
would be
things.
out here, but I'm glad for it.
I have all the resources Oliver asked for.
Excellent. I'll have them stowed away for safekeeping. We'll bring them with us when we touch down on the surface.
Sounds
Is that
good.
everything now? Are we ready to head planet side?
Yeah, this is it. It's gonna be a big change though. Are you ready?
Some of us may have a little trepidation about leaving the ship, but the majority of us are excited. This has been our dream for generations. This generation was not expected to be here by now, but thanks to UA, we shaved decades off our journey. This is the chance to live on solid ground, have freedom to walk about, breathe fresh air. We've never had that experience. Oh, we're ready.
Oh, speaking of which, diseases. Be extremely careful. Your immune systems are not up to the task. I'm warning you now. But it's time to go.
Righto. Oh, this is truly wonderful. I'll make an announcement to the crew straight away. If you would be so kind, we lost our landing shuttle years ago, so we'll need a ride down to the surface.
Oh,
Not all of us,
yeah, I got
mind
you covered.
Just myself and a select few others. Will you do this for us?
Yeah, I've been with you every step of the way. I can do that.
Splendid. Oh, we'll see you on your ship then.
All right. We're ferrying colonists. And,
Never seen a ship like yours before.
Captain, you said you were going to
Then again, I
stow
haven't
those
seen any ships before you
resources
arrived.
on the ship, right? Why am I still heavy? Yeah, I still have all of the stuff. Hopefully, well, fine. I'll take it with me. Captain, I'm just going to tell you now,
I'm
if that's
looking
as
forward to
fast
making
as
this
you can
planet our new
go,
home.
you might
The
not be able to
possibilities are
outrun some of the
limitless.
stuff we're going to run into.
anyone else nervous about this? Just me?
Yeah, I mean, you're right to be nervous. I'm not going to call you a scaredy cat because this is quite the adventure for you all. Come on, Captain. Left, 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 left.
I did not believe in my lifetime that landing at our new home would be a possibility.
In you go, my booty. Get in there. Awesome. All right, I think we are ready. All right, here ye as captain of this tub. I want everyone with their seat belts securely fastened. It's going to be a bumpy ride down into re-entry. So, yeah, be ready for that. All right, moment of truth. Let's get down there. All right, everyone, welcome to Paradiso. There's going to be some robot concierges here to help make your stay as comfortable as possible. All that good stuff. Yeah, are you okay? I'm sure you've...
It's hot.
Captain, greetings.
Not in a bad way, though.
Oh, nice. You got your bags ready for vacation?
So this is what fresh air is like. I could get used to this.
Guys, the door is that way.
This is incredible.
Captain, your folks seem to be a little bit confused.
How exciting it is to be the captain who finally brought us to our new home.
Is it everything you hoped for?
Oh my. It's almost too much. I've never seen such beauty. Never
This is just the
experienced
cargo
real
hold.
nature. Pictures, videos, nothing does the real thing justice. I could do without some of the terms of this agreement, but if this is what it's like, I think we'll manage just fine. Thanks again.
Yeah, I hope so. And did you want, like, this stuff?
I feel honored to be among the first to step foot in our new home.
Yeah, all you have to do is just step.
Will be new for all of us, but I am not worried.
Indeed.
Captain.
It is thanks to you that we are able to
this
settle
all
on
possible.
You're finally home.
Just think, if you hadn't had the courage to approach us when no one else would, we might still be stuck up there.
Yeah. No problem at all.
Once again, thank you for your kindness and generosity. Your name will go down in our history books. You will always be welcome as a friend to our people.
All right.
Are you the one who helped us?
Music. All right. Earth baseballs, piggy banks, soccer balls. That's cool. I'm off to other adventures now, so if you could vacate the ship, please.